Carol Danvers joins the Avengers Assemble line, but is Sideshow's Captain Marvel a display or nay? Let's find out. If this is your first time on the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our collecting content. And if you're interested in picking up the Captain Marvel statue, check out Collector Zone. There you can find a wealth of high-end collectibles from Hot Toys, Sideshow, XM Studios, and more. They have convenient payment plans, a point system for you to accrue points for future purchases, and if you use the code MCE, you will get 5% off your pre-order on this item or any item at any time. The code never expires. So head there and use the code MCE. Your wallet will thank you for it. So Sideshow just dropped a new Captain Marvel statue. Wait, doesn't it look just like the previous? Relax, Sideshow fans, before you get your panties in the wad about this. I'm just pulling your chain. It does look similar to the original premium format figure, but it does look different enough for me to like. I mean, I dig it. This is part of Sideshow's Avengers Assemble line, so it's a 1/5 scale statue. I like that they continue to tie the collection together with the similar brown and gray rock base. This piece here features Captain Marvel jumping into action, which is a little bit different, I think, than the original premium format, which had the same idea, but it lacked that extra push that this one has with that blast off that this features. I like that her arm is extended out like that. It creates a more dynamic appeal, and it makes me feel like that right arm is gonna knock a mother out. It's hard to tell, but it looks like the blast that's coming from her feet and the power that's emanating in her hand could be a translucent material, so you may be able to play with light to further enhance the look. The colors look very vibrant on this one. It has a very nice pop. There's not much in the way of texturing on this piece though. It looks like they just went with a smooth looking costume, something more like the comic book design. And I like both of her portraits. The long hair on the collector's version I think complements her and has a feminine but strong look to her. I also like that the hair flows back the way it does, giving it even more dynamic presence. Now the exclusive I like much better than the original premium format. With that full mohawk like that, it really has a cooler, badass appeal to it that I like. Now you get all of this for $410 for the collector's version and $425 for the exclusive. This to me is the correct pricing for a 1/5 scale statue. So is this a display or nay? I would say it's a display all day, especially if you're a collector of the Avengers Assemble line. Now, I'm not buying it, and it's just because I don't collect the Avengers statues, but I think this is a good piece for the money. Also, the Avengers line lacks good-looking heroines, in my opinion, and this piece here would add some welcome balance to the rest of the Avengers statues. Again, this is just my take on it. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this piece. Let me know in the comments. Now, this isn't the only piece that came out this week. Here's a rundown of a few others that I thought were worth noting. First, Hot Toys released a cool-looking Spider-Man figure. This is based on one of the suits from the video game. The highlights on this piece to me are the really cool looking spider logo on the front of the chest, and the suit has a reflective material that responds to black light, which creates a cool pattern on the suit. To me, this one gets a display all day for being original, and that cool effect looks great. Next, XM Studios released another in their Night of the Rising Sun Batman Samurai line with Nightwing. Now I saw this one at New York Comic Con in person, and I remember it making me feel like I wish I never sold that Batman statue. I think that the colors on this one are great. The suit is high tech and fits with the general story that XM created for this line. And I get that this is a very niche piece and it's not for everyone. But having owned the Batman in the past, I can say that it's a very cool piece, especially if you like unique statues in your collection. This one gets a display all day for me as well. Lastly, Prime 1 Studios is releasing an Optimus Prime in honor of their 8 years in business. I'm honestly really surprised they didn't do a Batman. I mean, Prime 1 is the house that Batman built. This one to me doesn't wow me in the least. They have done so many Transformers and it doesn't push the bar to me at all. I would have rather seen Optimus in a cool battle winning stance or a money shot from the movie if they were going to do this again. This just seems like the same old same museum stance with no frills. It gets a nay for me. But that's it for this episode. Again, this is just one collector's opinion on these, and I respect yours. If you're looking for any of these statues, check out Collector Zone and use the code MCE on your way out. So what do you think of these pieces I mentioned? Are they a display or nay? Let's talk about it.